The last bill of the evening is Senate Bill number 28. Senator Oya could not join us this evening. So we do have a witness signed up on this bill, but what this bill will do has to do with wheelchair lift equipment vehicles, and it requires ride-sharing services to provide wheelchair lift equipment vehicles as part of their fleet. It establishes accessibility program for persons with disabilities in unserved or underserved geographic areas of the state. And we do have Mr. Bob Cooper, who is going to join us by telephone in just a moment. Hello, is this Bob Cooper?
Yes, it is.
Welcome to the committee, Senate Committee on Commerce. Glad to have you here this evening.
Yes. You've moved from environment to commerce, but it sounds like commerce is dealing with the environment again.
Everything deals with the environment as far as I'm concerned.
Yes.
But welcome, Bob.
Okay, I'm Bob Cooper with the Governor's Commission on Disabilities. People who use electric wheelchairs have very limited options for transiting throughout the state of Rhode Island. For most folks, if they cannot afford a lift-equipped vehicle, usually a van, frequently we're dealing with $40,000 and then an additional $10,000, $15,000 more just to get the lift-equipped additions to the vehicle. They are stranded for most cases. The state's paratransit service, the RIDE, operated by the Rhode Island Public Transit Authority, is limited in terms of the services available, with the exception of Medicaid trip, paid for transportation to medical treatment. The only other services are that if you live within 3/4 of a mile of a public transit bus route, and your destination is also within 3/4 of a mile of that system, the RIPTA system, you don't have a way to get anywhere. If you don't know somebody, if you don't, who has a van with a wheelchair lift or ramp. On the other hand, a number of states, in fact, at this point, there are over 17 municipalities that have service using wheelchair lift-equipped vehicles operated by Uber and Lyft and other transportation network companies that will pick you up and deliver you to work, to shop, to go out and visit friends or anything else. The legislation before your committee is modeled on legislation from from California. In fact, the closest place you can see this service already in place is just up Route 95 to Boston, Chicago, Los Angeles, New York City, Philadelphia, San Francisco, Washington, D.C., all have similar services. And as Rhode Islanders know, we could put the whole state in most of those municipalities with room to grow. And I'm available to answer any questions. We think this is one more step to ensure people with disabilities are able to remain in the community and be part of that community.
Great. Thank you, Bob, very much for your testimony, and also we have your written testimony as well. And when I was giving a quick explanation on the bill, I neglected to mention that this bill would require the PUC to establish a program on accessibility, and we have received a letter from the PUC saying that they support the goal, and they have been working with the sponsor, and they would like to offer some potential amendments. And you probably are aware of that, Bob, because I know you're working very closely with the sponsor on the bill. Are there any questions for Bob Cooper on this at this point? It doesn't look like there's any questions at this point, Bob. We appreciate your patience and weighing in on the bill, and we hope you have a good evening.
Yes, and I hope I'm the last one on your witness list, so you can finally all go to dinner. I will say that I have been talking to Terry Mercer over at the Division of Public Utilities and Carriers on this, and we certainly will be working with them to make it a Rhode Island model.
Great. Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
I look forward to continuing on this issue. With that,
Good night.
good night. With that, I would entertain a motion to hold S28 at this point until we research it further and look at some amendments. Do I have a motion to hold?
So moved to hold.
Okay, I think that was Senator
Senator
Picard
Lombardo.
and seconded by Senator Lombardo, and I would ask the clerk to call the roll. Seconded by Senator Lombardo. And if you could call the roll, please. Thank you.
Senator Anderson.
Yes.
Senator Gallo.
Yes.
Senator Coleman.
Yes.
Senator Lombardo.
Yes.
Senator Mack.
Yes.
Senator Mendes.
Yes.
Senator Morgan.
Yes.
Senator Picard.
Yes.
Senator Sosnowski.
Yes.
We have 9 votes in the affirmative, 0 votes in the negative.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk. So the bill will be held for further study. And that does complete our agenda for this evening. And I want to once again thank the committee members for your time and attention and participation. And once again, I want to thank Capital TV for making this possible and viewable. And with that, I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn?
We have a motion to adjourn by Senator Gallo.
I'll second it.
And there was a
Senator Morgan.
second by Elaine Morgan. Do we need a roll call on adjournment, Mr. Clerk? Mr. Clerk says we do not need, we can just say aye if we're in favor. Aye.
Happy Friday night.
Right. And
Enjoy your
Thank you,
weekend.
Chairwoman.
I want everyone to have a
Weekend off.
happy Valentine's Day and stay safe. And thank you again. Good night.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Thank you, colleagues.
Good night.